Hey y'all, Stephen O's basketball. Listen, I got a group of 5 players, NBA players, that I believe you can never find another 5, at least to date, that can beat them. Yeah. So let's start this off right away. We starting the drama right away. All right. Now listen, this is the rules when you picking your 5, right? Here's the rules. This is for any player we mention. We're talking about them at their very best, them in their prime. Okay, so we ain't got to talk about, this player was such and such, but he got hurt. No, you could bring your 5, bring your best point guard, bring your best shooting guard. It's fair game because we're all talking about in their primes. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Now, hear my 5 before you start putting together your team. Because I know y'all coming. And I'm waiting. I ain't going nowhere. Now, listen. First player I'm going to share in my SOB, all first team. That's what we going to call them, y'all. That's what we going to call my 5. This is the first team, which means there's other teams coming. But my first team, and my first player that I'm going to share that I believe is the absolute best at his position, better than all the rest, point guard position, Derrick Rose. That's right, D Rose. D Rose would be the point guard on my SOB all first team, and here's why. There's not a player in the history of the NBA that can get that ball up court. I don't know, with 3 dribbles. There's ever been that lightning fast and under control with that type of strength with that ball. And D Rose wasn't just showing off how fast he can move with that ball. D Rose is also, forget the point guard position, one of the greatest finishers with that ball. When he get there, one of the greatest finishers. I've seen some of the biggest, best rim protectors. When D Rose hit that paint, they were second guessing. And he was a point guard. Let me remind some of y'all. He's a point guard, 6'3". Look at his stature, the way he was built. The way he worked on his body in his earlier career. As every year, think about it, every year, if you really go back and look at D Rose, every single year, he was getting stronger. He was more cut up. So he was doing good by his body development. His mid-range game. We already talked about him getting to the rim. His mid-range game might be one of the most underrated. He had a wonderful floater. Wonderful mid-range floater. Just beautiful little teardrop, right? And he already jumping higher than most, so it was almost unblockable. And then let's talk about that jump shot. I know you're always waiting for me to get to that jump shot. What about D Rose jump shot? His jump shot wasn't all of that. Listen, he didn't have the very best jump shot we ever seen from a point guard, right? But every single year, I want you to take your time. Go back, do your homework. Every single year, defenders had to respect it more and more. Every single year. Derrick Rose, that's my point guard. SOB, all first team. That's my point guard. My second player on what I believe to be this unbeatable 5. Pick your best 5 in their prime. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's go toe-to-toe with it. My second player, I gotta share. I'm gonna skip over my shooting guard, right? I'm going to skip over my shooting guard. We're going to save him for last. We got to go to my small forward, LeBron King James. LeBron King James. We are talking about the very best all around basketball player that I believe any of our eyes have ever seen. Any of our eyes. We talking about, once again, prime LeBron James. LeBron James is so good, he's tricked a whole generation to believe, and I mean that in a good way when I use the word trick. I know how y'all get. He tricked a whole generation. I'm talking about guys 6'7" and up, 6'8" and up. He got all them guys believing they could play 1 through 5. That's what Bron did. So we look at this, right? We look at Bron, prime Bron. Prime Bron, he could handle the ball. Prime Bron could facilitate. Prime Bron will guard the biggest and the best player on your team. I just spoke about D Rose. Prime Bron would even defend your best ball handler, your quickest. D Rose did. Go back and watch the games when Chicago and Miami was battling. LeBron, when it came to fourth quarter, something like that, big possessions, he got on the perimeter with Derrick Rose, in front of Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? People would not dare at 6'8" to get in front of Derrick Rose at that time. Listen, LeBron can score with the best of them. We talking prime Bron right here. Another one who took his game so serious. Bron didn't have the very best jump shot either. Yeah, Bron didn't have it, but he ended up getting it. They had to respect it more and more. He started working with Hakeem Olajuwon at one point in his young career. Started working on his back to the basket game. He got way more efficient as time went on. That's why King James is on the SOB all first team as my small forward. Now we're going to go to my power forward. My power forward, who I believe is the greatest power forward. You could bring who you want. Bring who you want. Give me the big fundamental. Yeah, Big Timmy from San Antonio. That's right. Tim Duncan, man. Give me Tim Duncan. Do I have to explain anything? What you want Tim Duncan to do fundamentally, you're going to receive it. What you want him to do? You want him to use the glass. You want him to use the top corner square to make sure, you want him to bounce off the left foot when he going for a right hand layup, vice versa. Fundamentally, what do you need him to do? And this is better. What do you need him to do at the right time? Because Timmy going to do it. Timmy going to do it. Whatever you need Timmy to do, and you need him to do it at the biggest moments, guess what? He going to do it. He going to do it. That's why he's the champion and the leader of a championship dynasty. Because he going to do it, and he going to do it at the right time. Y'all know there's a lot of NBA players, a lot of great players. They do amazing things. We could sit here all day and talk about all the stuff they do right. But did they do it at the right time? Did they do it when it mattered most? That's Tim Duncan all day, baby. That's Tim Duncan all day. Let's talk about my center, man. The center position, right? I ain't gonna lie. I sat on this center position for the longest. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a little while because there was a few players that I had to really dissect this thing and break this thing down before making this decision right here. But at the number 5 position, right, for the SOB all first team stands no other than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, the big fella. I had to do. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what really like separated Kareem from the rest of them. We got the rim protection. Most of the great bigs are great rim protectors. But I said that sky hook was unguardable. And I believe in his prime against any other great players, any other great centers in their prime, that sky hook would still be unguardable. Unguardable. And if you look fast forward many, many years, decades later, a lot of them bigs, I can't say they're remaking the sky hook, but a lot of them are working on their shots. A lot of bigs are shooting better. Kareem was already shooting. And it was the most unique shot, we can argue, in history. And it was the most unguardable shot from a big that anyone could put before us. The most unguardable shot. You know, he won at every single level of the game. Every single level. People talk about the scrutiny and all the attention that LeBron James got as a youngster. Some of us got to do our research. Kareem, high school, that dude. I'm talking about crazy attention. If Kareem grew up in the Instagram internet days, my. Go ask your grandfather. Go ask your great grandfather. See, I really had to dig in the crates on this one. Kareem dealt with it outside the court. He took care of business on the court. Okay? So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, proven champion, proven big man, proven competitor. That's why he's SOB, all first team. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, my 5. Now listen, last but definitely not least, man. I'm going to take it back because I skipped my shooting guard for a reason. I had to take it back, right? Because we talking about the greatest competitor. You bring me another shooting guard. Bring me another guy at that 2 position who was a more competitor. And he was, in my opinion, the greatest competitor who ever touched the floor. And this what made him so great. The Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan. I ain't even got to talk about how Michael was the greatest scorer who ever did it. We ain't got to talk about that. Just like I referred to with Tim Duncan. He going to get to it and he going to get to it at the right time. He going to make the right decision at the right time. MJ. Not only is he a great competitor, he going to be a great competitor when it's time to be, when the heat is on, when we in the last minute of the game, when we in overtime, when we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let me get that. Yeah, send that over here. I don't care who they put in front of me. The whole world know I'm about to touch this ball. They know what I'm going for. Guess what? Give it here. Oh, that's who y'all going with? Let's say he on the defense end. That's who y'all going with? Because I don't think a lot of people talk about this with MJ. That's who y'all going with on the defensive end? Give him to me. He's stepping in front of him. He want to guard that man who got the last shot on the other end. A lot of people don't talk about that. But MJ, I think this is what ultimately makes him number 1 overall, is the type of competitor that he is. Even LeBron was, I seen LeBron talking about his relationship with MJ, and he said, this was recent too. I seen him talk about, he said he think not so much that it's a big issue, but he think the thing that stands in the way of him and MJ having a great relationship right now is that he's still playing. Is that LeBron is still playing and MJ not playing. So the competitiveness of his name keep coming up with MJ in comparison to MJ name. MJ, an older man, he probably a grandfather at this point. He still got it in him. He don't want to hear your name. He don't want to hear your name competing with his name. To this day. He ain't played in Lord knows when. Early 2000s. He's still competing in his mind. Still competing. I think ultimately, y'all, outside the skills, outside of all he developed, his competitiveness puts him in the conversation of most as the GOAT. And that's what puts him on Stephen Oaks. All first team. Yeah. So we talking Derrick Rose, my point guard. We talking Michael Jordan, my shooting guard. We talking LeBron James, my small forward. We talking Tim Duncan, my power forward. And we talking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, my 5. Go get your 5. Go get your 5. And don't waste no time now. I ain't trying to hear about it tomorrow. Go get your 5 today. And you get in the chat. And we gonna go at it. Or we gonna battle. We gonna battle. I love y'all, man. Appreciate you for watching. Definitely, man. Get in the comments. Share this with somebody you love, man. Do all that stuff. Get the likes up. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you think I'm stopping at the first team, your first team probably won't even be able to beat my second team. Now I'm talking that time.